Hi, this is Kunal Kohli.
Hi, this is Jennifer Winget.
And you're watching
Bollywood
Hungama.
Well, it's a huge privilege to have a very youthful Kunal Kohli and a beautiful Jennifer Winget. The movie Phir Se is coming up, and this is their first ever interview for the movie. Pleasure having you guys on Bollywood Hungama, first of all.
Thank you.
And,
Youthful?
Kunal Kohli, I think first of all, you're looking like a 25-year-old boy. What are you doing exactly? Tell me. You just told me that you were with Aamir Khan and you were training together with him.
Well, we train in the same gym.
Right.
But yes, I'm training a lot. Rahul Bhatt is my trainer. Bhatt Saab's son, Rahul Bhatt, he's my trainer. So he put me on a diet, stopped drinking for 4 months before the shoot.
Right.
So yeah, just diet, no alcohol, and working out in the gym.
Right.
And when you're paired with younger, more beautiful, or younger and very beautiful co-star, then you look younger. Who doesn't need training?
Right.
Then you look younger.
And extremely sure of herself. Okay, Jennifer, how was the experience? Your first film, and you're having such a good-looking co-star.
Yes. The experience has
whose propensity for romance is legendary.
Yes, it is. It's been an amazing experience. We finished shooting the film, and like we were discussing it the other day, it just went by like this. I mean, by the end of the day, end of the shoot, we were like, oh my God, it's over, because we all were having such a good time, and it didn't feel like we were, working for such a big director, and oh my God, he's acting and all of that. It didn't feel like that. He made everybody, me, the entire unit, feel very comfortable. And as a result, it was just a breeze. It was very easy and comfortable and fun working with him.
And he's worked with actresses like Kajal and Rani Mukherjee and now Jennifer Winget.
Well, I don't know what to say. That I don't know.
Speechless.
And Bebo.
I really don't know what to say to that. I mean, I'm just all I can say is I consider myself very lucky, and it's a great honor to be acting in this film, to be a part of this film. Yeah, I'm really lucky. That's all I can say.
But I have to say one thing here.
Right.
That yes, I've been fortunate to have worked with the top heroines of the industry. Rani, Kareena in my first film, then Rani, then Kajal, then Priyanka. And Deepika in a film that I produced. And Jennifer is at par with any of them, or all of them. I'm not saying it because she's my co-star. I'm not saying it because अच्छा लगता है कि फिल्म की promotion है तो चलो बोलो कि actress बहुत अच्छी है. But she genuinely is a very fine and a fantastic actor.
Jyoti Kapoor apparently she had this issues with your script, and she said that she had come with a certain script to you, and you're making that film, and she's not being credited. She also went to the Film Writers Association. So you've also spoken about that in the past as well. So what is your take on that?
See,
because she feels the film should not be made and all that. So
that's her issue. You can copyright Jadoo as an alien. You cannot copyright Alien. एलियन पे कॉपीराइट नहीं होता है, जादू पे कॉपीराइट होता है. एलियन के ऊपर कोई भी सब्जेक्ट बना सकता है, जादू के ऊपर कॉपीराइट है, नॉट ऑन एलियन. सिमिलरली डिवोर्स के ऊपर कोई कॉपीराइट नहीं है, आपकी जो स्टोरी है उस पर कॉपीराइट हो सकता है. डिवोर्स के ऊपर 10 लोग फिल्म बना सकते हैं. डिवोर्स के ऊपर B.R. चोपड़ा साहब मेड अ फिल्म 40 years ago called Nikah, about 2 divorced people coming back together. Right. So there's no copyright on the subject of divorce. There's a copyright on the script, and that matter's now gone to one more association, and they'll get over very soon. There's no merit in that case.
Because the Film Writers Association, I think they had accepted her plea, and
they had accepted the plea. There was one error which they made over there, which I'm going to point out to them very clearly, that the points that they mentioned were actually not copyrightable. They mentioned there's a Punjabi character in both films. Now, a Punjabi character you can't copyright. You can't copyright the word prenup. You can't copyright these things. So there was the wrong interpretation of supposed similarities. So like I said, that's a small issue, and I don't think it will go too far.
But she had come to you with a certain script?
Yes, I had met her with the script, and it didn't work out. And I was already writing my script with Sukhmani Sadana at that time, who's the co-writer of the film. So we both have written the script.
Right, and you also said that she had asked for a monetary settlement through a lawyer. She had but she says that she's more interested in the fact that some such things should come out in the open. She's not interested in money.
Look, she says one thing at one time, one thing at another time. She said in front of the association, she said she never asked for money. I said, "Bhaiya, letter hai aapka कि you asked for money." So how can you say that you didn't ask for money?
Right.
So these are all things that people do for I don't know what reasons. Maybe to get publicity. Today you're talking about her, you know who she is. But कल आपको पता नहीं था कि वो कौन थी. And when there are two writers in the film, Kunal Kohli and Sukhmani Sadhana, why do you file a case on only Kunal Kohli? Because Jyoti Kapoor versus Sukhmani Sadhana might not be a story. Jyoti Kapoor versus Kunal Kohli becomes a story. तो आप उसके लिए भी केस फाइल करते हो. तो ऐसे बड़े-बड़े शहरों में ऐसी छोटी-छोटी बातें होती रहती हैं.
Right. That true. Javed Siddiqui's Saab's line. Kunal Kohli, how's the experience? He keeps on telling me that you should not be calling me sir. You should call me.
Yes, he calls me
So
sir.
I'm calling you.
Mr. Kohli, sir.
Actually, in the interview, I can take liberty.
Yeah, please just call me Kunal.
Real life,
just call me. Even on my sets, you won't believe it. You can ask her.
Right.
The assistants call me Kunal. Nobody calls me sir. I don't like that.
Actually, I told you that because you were a journalist as well, so that stems from there. So it's absolutely don't. As I've told you, I genuinely believe that you're looking like a 25-year-old. So it's like I don't think that you're playing like a 41-year-old in the movie. I believe.
Yeah.
But my question to you was that considering that you've made other actresses romance to your tune as a director, and now you're romancing yourself. So how different was it when you actually आप पहले आप बता रहे हैं किसी एक्ट्रेस को कि आप आंखों में डाल के आंखों में डाल के आप इस तरीके से देखो ये बोलो, अभी आपको खुद आंखों में आके डालना पड़ता है. It's like कुछ होता है कि नहीं होता है मतलब कुरान को
नहीं कुछ होता है.
Right.
One of my favorite films actually.
Right.
One of my favorite
हम तुम
films
फना हो जाए कुछ
होता है.
Right.
But I feel actually interview start होने से पहले भी I was discussing with one of your cameramen. He was saying कि Hum Tum is one of his favorite films.
Right.
And I was just telling him कि Phir Se is in that genre. It's in that genre of dialogues, the coolness,
right,
the hipness, the costumes,
right,
the language, the intensity of the romance.
Right.
It's in that space. And I don't know why nowadays people are not making love stories.
Right.
आजकल कोई love
Sir,
story
my
बना
question
ही
was
नहीं
something
रहा.
else actually.
But okay, I'll answer your question.
Please,
so how was it like
you are
for
a
me
very
to
smart
be-
guy, I know that. But sir, my question is
I'll come back to your
आंखों में
question.
आंखें डाल के मतलब what was the feeling like? Sir?
See, actually ना script में
Such
बात
beautiful
होनी चाहिए.
eyes, such beautiful
Such
face.
beautiful eyes, such a beautiful face, such
Right.
lovely hands.
Absolutely.
Such lovely hair.
Oh my
Absolutely.
God.
Right. You can keep going
You
on.
can keep going on and on.
Right.
But बात पहले स्क्रिप्ट में होनी चाहिए.
Right.
जब तक स्क्रिप्ट में रोमांस नहीं होगा ना तो एक्टर क्या करेंगे? और जब स्क्रिप्ट में रोमांस है, जब स्क्रिप्ट में वो मोमेंट्स हैं, then you can take that further as an actor, which I hope I've been able to do. So first it has to be there in the script. The script has to be romantic.
Right.
आप दो लोगों को सामने खड़ा करके नहीं बोल सकते चलो रोमांस करो. एक्शन तो नहीं है कि मुक्का मारो. एक लाइन होनी चाहिए. एक लाइन में आपने कुछ बोला. फिर how the person hears the line, how the person reacts to the line, how she feels a little shy, how she looks down, how you look back at her. Then अगर moment है scene में, then how you hold her hand. If she's going away, how you hold her hand, how you pull her back in a song. How you pull the girl back in a song and then sing to her.
Basically,
that
he's
is
such a. I mean, I'm sorry, but like when we sometimes talk, right? He is such a romantic, and he believes
Absolutely.
in mush. And I'm like, we've seen this, we've done this. कुछ और करते हैं. Jennifer, it
Right.
works.
Right.
I'm like, but
And
no.
there is just a thing that.
But he's a hardcore I mean, obviously you've seen in all his films. He's a
Right.
hardcore romantic, hardcore, like
Right.
hardcore filmy romantic.
Right.
And fortunately for me, I had a very good co-director with me,
Yeah.
Ajay Bhuyan.
It's amazing.
So मैंने set से पहले बहुत काम किया as a director, but on set I didn't do anything. I just was an actor on set. Ajay completely took over on set. I didn't even see the rushes on set. I didn't even see the monitor on set.
Right.
मैंने कभी भी एक बार मैं monitor के सामने बैठ के मैंने shot भी नहीं देखा. I just gave the shot. If he said one more, I gave one more. If he said okay, I said okay. Unless I wanted to do something or improvise or say, "Acha, now I'll try this in another way." So I just became an actor, and then it just went into the flow of things, and it went into the flow of the scene, the moment, the costumes, the lighting, the location. It all takes over, and then you just become an actor. Actually, there was a very interesting incident that happened. I was taking the flight to London, and I met Mr. Kabir Bedi at the airport.
Right.
So he told me, he said, "Congratulations and all. I think you're going for your shoot." I said, "Yeah." He said, "Can I give you one piece of advice?" I said, "Yes, sir. Please tell me." He said, "I used to direct ad films before I became an actor, and when I started directing ad films and acting in them, I realized that I was just thinking कि trolley कैसे जा रही है, trolley रुकी कि नहीं रुकी. I started doing that." He said, "Don't think of anything. Don't think of lighting. Don't think of costume. Don't think of trolley. कुछ मत देखो. just do your job as an actor now. Forget everything else. And I said, yeah, that's a good piece of advice. And that's what I did. And I just completely forgot all the technicalities of being a director, and I just became an actor and just performed.
All right. So you spoke about that first of all it has to be there in the script, and the writing has to be like really strong. How was the experience of shooting in London, and that too I think the prime of winter over there?
Winter and Christmas, more important.
Winter and Christmas. So how was that experience for you?
I think London keeps calling me back again and again, because just last year I'd gone to London in April, and then again got an opportunity to go in November for the film. And we actually went to London because it was winters and because we wanted the whole Christmas setup and the lights and everything. So that's the reason why we went there. And it was just so beautiful. I mean, it just gelled so well with the film and with the scenes also, and it just made the whole environment very light, and you know, the spirit was very Christmassy. It just, and me being a Christian, I really felt at home there. So it was just an amazing, beautiful experience. The weather was just, it was cold, but it was really nice, really nice. And we were shooting most of the scenes, obviously we did outdoors, so we got to see beautiful places and sang and dance on the streets of London, so it was good fun.
I think the one thing that hasn't come in any Hindi film till today is the Christmas look, which a lot of Hollywood romantic films have explored a lot.
Right.
You know, because the Christmas winter look just has romance written all over it. You know, har sadak pe, har kone pe, there's decorations and lights, and it's so beautifully done up, and it's just so perfect a setting for a romantic film.
Right.
And that's what I wanted to get, because that will be something fresh and new for the audiences. You know, so that will be such a new point, and it'll be so fresh to see that, which you've seen in so many Hollywood rom-coms, but never in a Hindi rom-com or a Hindi love story.
Right.
Also, I think we've not shot, Hindi films have been shot in London, but we've not shot at the regular places that people shoot in London. You know, we've shot on streets that have not been explored, in markets that have not been seen. So we've basically taken a lot of these places and not used the usual local touristy places that people show. So,
yeah, that's a very valid point, because you'll see a completely new London, completely new side of London, and completely differently done up London.
Absolutely. Now she's speaking about the song and dance that you guys have shot over there. Now I spoke to Jeet Ganguly recently, and he's very excited about the music of the film. I believe he has done the entire album. So how's the experience of, because he was saying that Kunal Kohli has such wonderful taste in music, and he really got the best out of me and this and that.
Well, I think I was...
क्या जादू किया आपने?
जादू तो जीत दादा ने भी किया है, and even Bhushan Kumar has been a great support. Bhushan had one song which he had told Jeet, just keep this song, I'll tell you which film to give it to or whatever, I'll, you know, just keep this song. He liked that one song of Jeet called Rosanna, so he said, ye zara sambhal ke rakho. So when Bhushan and me decided that we're going to work with Jeet, so he said, first thing you do is go and hear this song called Rosanna. Teri film mein bahut achhi tarah fit hoga. So I heard it and I called up Bhushan and said, Bhushan, I'm taking this song. Ye gana to main rakh raha hu. The other songs, I don't know what happened. There was just some magic that was happening with Jeet and me sitting together, and we've come out with such wonderful songs, and I'm sure you're going to make covers of all of those songs, because I know nowadays you've started recording songs and doing videos of them, and there is no way that you will not do versions of these songs. They are so beautiful. Arijit has sung 2 songs. Nikhil D'Souza has sung 1 song. Shreya has sung 2 songs, and Mohit Chauhan has sung 1 song. And इतने खूबसूरत गाने हुए ना, it is just, I'm really...
How many songs in total?
There are 4 songs, and there might be a 5th song also. We finished shooting all the 4 songs. We finished shooting the entire film, and so we finished these 4 songs as well. This one song might be an end credit song or a promotional song. But these 4 songs have come out. I mean, there is romance oozing out of the song. मतलब एक line से
there is, I think there is no doubt about that, because you know आज भी फना के गाने जो हैं, फिर या हम तुम के गाने जो हैं, that, you know, अभी भी हम लोग इनफैक्ट जब आ रहे थे तो जिस हम तुम and जो सारे आपके जो जिस तरीके फना के जो खूबसूरती जिस तरीके से आपने करी है ना, I believe Prasoon must have written the lyrics.
No, Prasoon's not written the lyrics this time, because some of the songs, part of the lyrics were written earlier, so then we had another lyricist who's written the songs.
Acha.
Virag has written the songs.
Okay.
And they have been written so beautifully. And you will just be so impressed with the music of Phir Se. It is really
I
going
think
to take
Jeet
people.
Ganguly, I think the way he has the command over the melody, and then what you must have brought out in terms of your romance, and
it's
your
just,
film. तो आपने
you know, I love melody.
Right.
You know, and when I hear a song, I tell the composer, don't arrange the song and make me hear it. Just play it on the guitar or play it on the piano. I just want to hear गाने के जो सुर है ना, मुझे वो सुनना है. मुझे और कुछ नहीं सुनना. Arranging बाद में करेंगे. वो सब frills है. वो that's not important. That will just add to the song. Basic melody क्या है ना, मुझे वो सुना. And I just hear that cleanly, just on the guitar, just a few notes. That's it. And if those notes hit me, then I say, हाँ, बस ये गाना.
And it is, and the music is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. आप actually उस music में खो जाते हो, you know. And each and every song ऐसा नहीं है कि डाल दिया है. It goes with the story.
But I think he has his command over picturization as well. You've seen what he has done with Hum Tum, more like Fana, and even
we have an absolutely amazing DOP. He is absolutely brilliant. Matlab, I've seen I've seen the rushes of London, a few scenes here and there, and we actually did not light up because you know
using
there
a
were
lot of
lights
natural
in
light.
this, and so it's very, very natural, and yet it's looking as if the whole city has been lit up for us. It's so beautiful.
Okay, out of all the songs that of Kunal Kohli's movies, which is your personal favorite?
Wow. Shit.
We won't go into the details of Phir Se because
Have you seen all my films?
All the films.
Have you seen all my films? She doesn't watch too many films.
अच्छा, she doesn't.
No, she doesn't watch too many films.
मेरा करियर यही बंद हो जाएगा शुरू होने से पहले.
Have you seen Hum Tum? No.
I have in bits and pieces.
My God.
देखा?
Wait, I've seen Fana.
Thank you.
I've seen Fana.
बड़ी मेहरबानी आपकी.
I've seen Fana and I like that song. वो जो बारिश वाला गाना है. What's that song?
What's that song? देखो
ना. I really like that song. Yeah, very well shot.
Thank you. No, she doesn't see too many movies.
अच्छा, she doesn't. Okay.
No, she doesn't see too many movies.
Right.
You know, the strangest thing is you have to ask me, why did I sign Jennifer Winget? You have to ask me, and how did I sign
For my
Jennifer
hair.
Winget?
Yeah, in fact, that was my next question. That how come you? Because she's having like a career in television so far.
I had not seen Saraswati Chandra. I had not seen any of her TV shows.
So
Okay,
that balances it out, right?
हाँ, जैसे ये फिल्में नहीं देखते मैं टीवी नहीं देखता. मैं बहुत
it
कम टीवी देखता हूँ. मैं टीवी पे बिग बॉस देखता हूँ.
मैं भी नहीं.
Yeah, she also watches Big
Love
Boss. We're Big Boss fans. But other than that, I watch very little television.
Right.
So I had not seen too much. And I was thinking who to cast for the film. Met 3-4 people. Didn't work, this, that and the other. She came for one meeting to the office. And I loved her hair. I loved her hair, which I told her later on that she would sometimes come on set changing her hairstyle and all that. And you know how girls are, they like to do all funny hairstyles. I said, what have you done? I said, where's your normal hair? I just like your normal hair. I've signed you for your hair. She's like, really? You signed me for my hair?
Where's the talent? You signed me for my hair.
So your wife, how does she react to all this?
Oh, you have to tell her your daughter's story.
Yeah,
She's
yeah,
so
but
I'm more
cute.
interested in the wife actually. How does she react to it?
Well, I'm praising her hair.
Okay.
She's a talented actress. She's got lovely hair.
Right.
So what is there to not praise in that?
Okay. So she's fine with that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
अरे they're doing a job यार. काम कर रहे हैं. शादी थोड़ी ना कर रहा हूँ. काम कर रहे हैं.
Because she's very beautiful, so you know.
Yeah.
So
all my heroines are
romance
beautiful.
भी आपका नहीं, but there you're a director, now you're acting actually.
तो क्या फर्क पड़ता
somewhere.
है? It's
I'm
a job यार.
just curious.
नहीं. You know there is, you know ये myth है कि सेट पे कुछ होता है, सेट पे ये होता है. अरे सेट पे 100 लोग होते हैं. काम कर रहे हैं. You know we're going to work.
Right.
You know it's a job. Everything that we're doing is a job. Whether you're holding her hand, you're pulling her clothes, you're romancing her, it's a job. It's you know 100 लोग देख रहे हैं और पीछे एक सामने and a lot of romantic scenes are in close up. तो यहाँ पर एक लाइटमैन एक थर्मोकॉल लेके बैठा है. तो वो थोड़ी ना. Let me not break that romantic.
We get it.
And actually after I told her she's confirmed, I went home. And I put on the TV and Saraswati Chandra was going on. I said, चलो एक सीन तो देख लूँ. Signing amount दिया नहीं है अभी तक. देख तो लूँ कि acting आती है कि नहीं. मैं so one scene of us ऐसे ना acting तो आती है.
Thank God.
Now, you've had, I think, a fantastic journey as a director. You've seen I think the success in form of the way Fana was appreciated and all this stuff. But
I've seen highs and lows. Some films have
yeah,
not worked, some
the
films
last
have
film
worked.
hasn't worked with,
Yes.
with Shahid and,
Yeah.
and Priyanka
Yeah.
somewhere. And the way the film industry is that as long as your movies are doing well, everyone is like, everything is hunky dory. But the moment like something doesn't work, and people start having those questions and all these things start coming in. So how do you deal with that? Because now post like a Shahid Kapoor and a Priyanka Chopra film, you're having a film which is directed by you, and you are the hero in that. You're debuting in that as an actor. So people will have second thoughts in a way. That's how the industry works.
Of course. And I think it's fine because, you know, I've had that from my first film. I made Mujhse Dosti Karoge
Ji.
with Hrithik and Kareena and Rani, and the film didn't work. Though today it works very well on satellite and people love it on satellites and all that, but that time it didn't work theatrically. And then I was making Hum Tum with Saif, who at that time was not a very big star. He had not given a solo hit till then. That was his first big solo hit.
Right.
He was part of bigger films like Dil Chahta and Kalo Na Ho, but solo hit had not happened.
That
So
given
even at that time,
new lease of life to him, and he got a national award.
and he got a national award for that. I got the Filmfare Award for Best Director. So even at that time, there were questions. Ki, yaar, you started your career with Hrithik Roshan, and now I'm making a film with Saif, who's not given a solo hit to date. So,
Right.
you know, so I'm fortunate that I saw failure at the start of my career. So I understood what it is to have failure. I understood what it is for people to have doubts in you.
Ji.
But you have to have a belief in yourself. And the people working with you have to have a belief in you. That's very important. When I was making Hum Tum, Yashji believed in me, Adi believed in me, Rani believed in me, Saif believed in me. That was important.
Right.
Rest, nothing succeeds like success. Then it's all fine. And it's after failure, you can't be depressed about okay, now what's gonna happen? Ye, wo, you can't think of that.
Right.
You have to just bounce back with more strength. In fact, there's as much pressure once you've given a hit. Like after Hum Tum, to make a Fana, there was as much pressure on me.
Absolutely.
Okay, the pressure was as much from Mujhse Dosti Karoge to Hum Tum, and from Hum Tum to Fana, pressure was the same. Flop ke baad hit, hit ke baad hit. So it becomes as much pressure. So if you start getting bowed down by pressure and things like that, फिर तो आप काम ही नहीं कर पाओगे. You know, you have to just ignore everything, move on. You have to know that yes, I have done it in the past, I can do it again in the future.
Right.
That's it.
Now, in terms of commercials, what is the game plan like? Because I'm sure that you must be making it economically viable, so that everything is, because the moment that is taken care of, it's always like a good way to start with in the first place.
See, to begin with, we've been very smart in the way we've shot the film.
Right.
Okay, so it looks like a very, very lavish and a very rich film, but we made it in a very tight budget. We've spent where we needed to spend. We've not spent on frivolous things which don't show up on camera. So that way we've kept the cost very low. So to the distributors, it's going to be a very economical film, which will be very easy to recover the cost. And that is the most important thing in a film today. I mean, a lot of films are going wrong because of the economics of the film, not because of the film.
Exactly.
So that way there won't be a problem over here.
Exactly.
New actress hai kitna denge, new actor hai kitna denge.
Okay, and there's Sumona Chakravarti as well, but I believe she's having an important role in the movie as well.
Yes, yes.
So could you please speak about her?
Yes. Sumona plays the character of a girl who I meet before I meet Jennifer. And then all three of us are friends in the film, and then things change between us, and then I get more attracted to Jennifer. So Sumona plays a very interesting character in the film, and she also plays a character which proves one point that if a 40-year-old man gets divorced, a 40-year-old man who looks like a 25-year-old according to you, but he is actually a 40-year-old man.
Absolutely.
So if a 40-year-old guy gets divorced, he has no problems in finding a 25-year-old girlfriend or 26-year-old girlfriend. You know, that's the easiest thing for a 40-year-old man nowadays in our society. But if a mid or late 20s girl gets divorced, then it becomes a little, you know, dicey. The offers she gets are of much older men. So that unfairness between boys and girls continues in our society even today. Whether you're living in London or living in Bombay, that unfairness in society continues.
Absolutely.
So, and people look at a divorced guy differently. or a guy who's broken up differently from a girl who's broken up. Or,
No,
you know.
absolutely. Which
So
is-
that difference in perception is
Bilkul.
what we also wanted to show.
Bilkul.
So Sumona's character helps us in that.
Great. Now, Jennifer Winget, apparently we are also having all these, cat fight stories which are coming out.
Yeah.
And but Sumona has clarified that I'm happy with my role as it has turned out. Exactly the way it was narrated to me. Jennifer and I are getting along well.
We do get along with.
Where have we heard that before?
We've never had a fight ever.
sorry.
Yeah.
Seriously, no. I know it sounds very cliche,
Right.
Yeah.
but we've never. Both of them had come home for Christmas.
Yeah.
And we keep meeting. We met. One of our friends had come down, so we met again, and we've never had any problem. I don't know because it is so cliched. You need something.
Right.
You know, though what is that? Two actresses can never be friends, right?
Right.
As cliched as it sounds, so it's the most. I mean, it sells.
Up to they're
So,
friends.
अब तक तो we are friends.
We have not seen the movie.
अब
आगे
तक
चल
तो we
के
are
देखते हैं
friends.
क्या
आगे
होता है।
देखकर पता
अभी
नहीं
तक तो
क्या
फिल्म
है।
देखी नहीं है।
हाँ, आगे चल के पता नहीं but even
You will have
देखने के
a-
बाद the role is in fact better than what was narrated to Jennifer to Sumona.
Right.
It was better than what was narrated to Sumona. Her role is shaped out better than that.
Yeah.
So there's nothing like that, and Sumona is also very professional.
All right. And what are your future plans after this? What are you doing next?
What am I doing now?
So will it be like Farhan Akhtar route, or in terms of acting pursuit, or will you be directing next?
Well, if
With
the
other actors?
audiences like me, then
Right.
I will act more.
Right.
If they don't like me, then I won't act more. घर के लिए थोड़ी ना एक्टिंग कर सकता हूँ कि मैं ही बना रहा हूँ, मैं ही देख रहा हूँ. So it all depends on the success of the
Right.
film. But see, definitely I love directing. It's who I am. It's who I am, and I actually love anything to do with cinema and anything to do with films. When I wasn't a filmmaker, I used to review films because I said, यार मुझे फिल्मों के बारे में बात करना भी अच्छा लगता है. So I like anything to do with films.
Right.
So acting is just part of that passion and madness in me of films. You know?
Right.
So whether I'm acting or directing, I'm just on a film set. It's like what Raj Kapoor said, जीना यहाँ मरना यहाँ. So I want to die on a film set.
Yeah,
Very
but-
filmy, man. He's very filmy.
I am very filmy.
He is.
But I love it.
Undoubtedly.
Yeah, but I love it because I think there's just, I mean, for me, my whole life is Hindi films. There's nothing
Right.
else in my life other than Hindi films. So
Right. For your show that used to come on I think Zee TV, I believe.
Chalo Cinema.
Chalo Cinema, and you were quite a balanced critic. You could be quite harsh as well at times.
Yeah.
I still remember that your ratings and were quite like objective. It was not as if that you were just flaunting 4 stars just like the way we get these
correct.
days very easily. So I still remember like 2.5 and 3. You're quite regular with that.
Yeah, it was fun because it was, see, I spoke from the heart again. I didn't think of who's a friend, who's not a friend. And I enjoyed talking about films. And I just loved it, you know, and it was somehow quite accurate. I mean, most of the time when I predicted whether a film is going to be a hit or a flop, it was. A lot of people have asked me, then how come you couldn't say that for your films? You know, somewhere at the back of your mind, you always know whether something is going right or wrong in a film. But you don't listen to that voice. It's very difficult to listen to it because you always think, नहीं मैं ये करूँगा तो ये हो जाएगा, ये करूँगा तो ये हो जाएगा. You actually understand the success or the failure of a film, or I get to know the success or failure of a film about 3 to 4 months after the film is over. Then I understand अच्छा क्या हुआ था क्या नहीं हुआ था, because then all those inner voices you start hearing them all over again, which you were hearing while making the film.
This entire trend of directors turning actors, be it Farhan Akhtar has been there,
Karan now.
Johar is doing
Yes.
with Bombay Velvet,
Yeah.
and your movie I think is coming somewhere in May only.
It's releasing in the middle of May, and we're even coming sometime in May. We haven't yet locked the release
Right.
date, but we're going to lock it soon.
So how do you look at this trend of even Anurag Kashyap has acted?
Yeah,
quite a few
Tigmanshu.
times. Tigmanshu Dhulia has done it.
Yeah.
So how do you look at this trend?
I think it's a wonderful trend, and I think everybody's, and I'm sure I speak for all of them when I say it, it is our love for cinema. It is not our love for stardom, because most of them, like Karan, is a big star. He's as big a star or bigger a star than most actors also,
Right.
even without coming in front of the camera. So Karan doesn't need to come in front of the camera to become a bigger star, but it's his love for cinema, and that's why he's acting now, to just explore that as well. An actor is an extension of a director's mindset. His thought process is everything. So why not a director just take that forward himself?
What are your future plans, Jennifer?
Honestly, I don't know yet. I'm just waiting for the release of this film. Nothing decided, nothing planned yet. Like he said, let's see after this film what happens, and I'm open to film, television, both?
I think she won't have time for television. She'll have a lot of films coming her way, and I think we need good actresses like her coming into the industry also. I would be very disappointed if she goes back to television. I mean, a lot of respect for television. I love television, but I think we need a talent like her in cinema.
Alright, chalo cinema. Alright, so chalo cinema. You've been hugely influenced by Aamir Khan. Even I think in the way you've approached, you have your approach as well. Because you know, even when you were talking a short while back, that's exactly the way Aamir would talk.
Really?
Yeah, you know, I don't remember the exact term, but I just felt that this is exactly the way Aamir would talk as well. So is it true that you have been influenced by Aamir Khan and you've learned something from him?
See, I have two friends in the industry, Aamir and Prasoon, who I can call friends. जिन्हें मैं 12 बजे रात को भी फ़ोन कर सकता हूँ, 2 बजे भी फ़ोन कर सकता हूँ. I can walk into their house. So one would naturally get influenced by someone like him because he's such a wonderful personality and a wonderful person. Like once I told Aamir, I said, you know, as good an actor you are, you're a better human being.
Yeah, that's true.
He's a brilliant actor and he's a wonderful human being.
That's true.
I do look up to him, and I've always looked up to him even before I met him. You know, I used to always look up to him, the way he conducts himself, the way he selects his films, the way he does his films. I've done one film with him, so I've seen his approach to making a film. You know, and that discipline of his I really love. I won't say influenced, but I admire him. I would love to get half his discipline and half his integrity.
Fantastic. All right, so Kunal Kohli and Jennifer Winget, huge pleasure to have you guys on Bollywood Hungama once again. Lovely talking to you. I hope you enjoyed the interview.
Yes.
And you'll just give passing marks to us. Thank you very much, and all the best wishes for Phir Se. And we hope that you continue doing loads and loads of cinema and some quality television. I don't think there's any harm in that. Television is huge these days.
Yes.
All the movie people, they're going into television.
Absolutely. That's where I was born.
That's where you were born.
And I do hope that you sing at least 2 of our songs as covers.
I hope so. Looking forward to that. So thank you very much and all the best wishes.
Thank you so much. Thanks.
That's all we have from Bollywood Hungama. Keep on watching. Hi, this is Faridoon Shahryar. For the most interesting celebrity interviews, do subscribe to Bollywood Hungama. Keep on watching.